willing to do this. We're here, right? Might as well do it.
I'm willing to do it.
Okay. Well, check it out.
If people are going to show up,
everybody,
I'm going to do it.
Right. I showed up.
Okay.
I showed up.
That's all that matters.
This is the world's greatest action sports podcast, also known as the Monday M.A.S.S. I'm Chris Coté.
And I'm Todd. And it is almost the new year.
Where are we in the year? What do you call it?
Well, we affectionately call it the taint of the, because it's like in between Christmas and New Year's, and everyone always says it. It's like, I don't know what day it is. Like, what the hell's going on?
No one's working. No one's returning emails.
It's like you can't get, like, if you don't have your shit lined done by the 17th of December, like, you literally can't get anything done until like the 5th of January. It's so weird, and everyone just like accepts that's like normal.
But not everyone was born in the taint of the holidays. Happy birthday, Todd!
Oh, thanks. That was days ago.
So
that was last Friday.
You're one of those guys. You're one of those humans who has that
Christmas child, kind of. That's 3 days after Christmas.
And I think we've talked about this before, but let me just reiterate that. Does your family and your friends make sure that the gifts that they wrap for you for your birthday are wrapped in Christmas wrapping?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look.
Does that bother you? I'm sure it did as a child. Does it still bother you?
As a kid, like, you never really get over that. I feel like I have some real...
Maybe that's why you're
latent trauma, like emotional trauma.
Maybe this is why you're like
Probably. It's just because when I was born in the wedge.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like one of those weird things. But my family always does great things. I got a brand new. Okay, so this, you know, for your birthday, like last year, my family is really, they're smart gift givers when it comes to birthdays. Like,
right.
I don't get anything for Christmas. My wife doesn't get anything for Christmas, but we do birthday stuff. Like,
right.
We think about
Christmas, but you don't go overboard with the
kids
get
Christmas, but it's like, for us, it's like, you know, we don't really get anything.
Your kids are like 40 now. Like, we still call them kids.
Right. The children. So this year I got fully blindsided. I didn't expect anything. Like, expected nothing.
Right. Which is a good way to be.
Super. And I ended up getting a brand new MacBook Pro.
Damn.
And I was like, holy shit.
That's a good gift.
I gotta fucking... Because my computer...
You should bring it.
The computer that I have, that I was using, was a 2013 MacBook Air.
Honestly,
I wasn't
I think the M.A.S.S. HQ computer is that year.
It wasn't like I was like
Are you
stoked.
graphing
I wasn't
stuff?
Stoked on it.
Yeah.
But it was just like...
It was there.
It was just there.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck, like...
So what's a new computer like?
Dude, like, well, first of all, fingerprint to unlock the computer all the time, which is kind of a weird thing.
Okay.
I guess you don't have to have that, but there's like a lot of like...
Safety precautions.
Safety and cybersecurity and a lot of like linking things into other things and...
A lot of thing in the thing.
You know when like you get a new computer and you have to like migrate all of your information over to the new computer? Well...
I mean, do you want to do that? Like,
see, I started to, and my computer's that computer's too fucking old. Like, none of this shit works.
You don't want this shit.
So yeah, I started fresh.
Okay.
But
nice.
It's great. So thank you. And my birthday, it was I got a cake. It was great. I surfing, and the surfing is going, and it's just.
God, everybody's so much happier around town when there's waves for an extended period of time. Have you noticed that? Yeah. People are like not panicking, going to the parking lot.
So many people at Swamis. They seem to grow.
Well, because Swamis gets the brunt of the holiday crowd and the swell crowd, but many other breaks are pretty wide open. But I think it's Well, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Merry Christmas.
I will say this. I'm ready for it to be done.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the holidays. I mean, it was a great one, but it seems like, you know...
It felt long.
Because Thanksgiving was like 4 days before fucking Christmas this year. Just everything was so tightly packed. A tree up. The thing actually smells really good right now because it's dying.
Yeah.
It's, you know...
You get a dead tree in your living room.
That shit's coming down.
I did mine the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
The outside,
you did really?
Yeah, the outside stuff's...
Not before.
I just had time. I had free time. My kids were gone. My house was empty. I was just like, all right.
I got relatives that take the trees down that afternoon.
Christmas afternoon.
Christmas is fucking over. We are done here.
Well, that's like when you're just really over. Yeah. But I hear you. This year felt like an extended holiday. holiday season, and it's such a easy thing to blame everything on, like being lazy, drinking too much, getting stuff done, not getting back to people. It's like, it's the holidays.
Yeah, but when is it?
You can blame everything you're failing at on the holidays.
The holidays. It started in
Like,
last week in
bro,
November.
why didn't you call me back? I'm like, the holidays.
Right.
So,
All right. Let's
Let's
move on.
past that. It's a new year. 2025 is coming around the corner.
This is gonna be a reflection episode.
Oh, sort of.
Is it?
I mean, well, you know what happens when we try to do special episodes. they're
Yeah.
special.
I end up
But
giving
not
away a
for the right
board for
reason.
dollars.
Let's talk about some of our sponsors
All
to
right.
start off. We want to say thank you to Mammoth Mountain at Mammoth Mountain. So far, so good. It's been a great season up there. There have been windows of uncredited days with bluebird skies. From what I'm hearing, it's just incredible.
Look.
Cannot wait to Mammoth.
Tomorrow, you can't wait
Tomorrow.
because everyone goes home.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
now's a good time. Get up to Mammoth. Don't forget your Sunbum when you go to Mammoth, when you got any snow destination, at Sunbum on the gram. But get it at your local shop. They've got it at surf, skate, and boarding shops. You know this. We know this. It's online as well. There's no excuse to get sunburnt this winter, wherever you are in the world.
Or
at
just
Sunbum.
skin lotion.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking lotion up.
Dude, lotion up, lotion down. Chapstick all day, every day. Sunbum, in my opinion, makes the best balm. I think chapstick is maybe
It's a
the
brand
actual
name.
category. It's
It's
like Kleenex. So let me take that back. Sunbum Lip Balm, #1 on top.
Mm-hmm.
Spy Optic. Oh, I took those goggles home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we took all of our gear
We
home
don't have.
because guess what?
We're going to Japan next week.
I'm looking. I'm putting my gear out. I'm looking at it all. I'm gonna be prepared.
Just making a list.
I'm gonna be very prepared.
Yeah, but yeah,
But if you're not, get yourself some Spy goggles.
for sure.
They're the best.
What else?
Hanson Surfboards at Hanson Surf. Todd probably was in there every other day. of
I
the
gotta
last month.
go. I have to go back in there because I need to get another pair of boots heat molded,
Do I need to get this
waxed and shit.
waxed and sharpened
Probably.
and whatnot?
Probably take it in there.
But I thought you were gonna do that for me. So
In
I can video
Japan?
it.
Something to do.
You can film it.
Alright.
I'll film it.
I guess so.
Bachon's Japanese barbecue sauce at Try Bachon's, and I only tried it last night, but I really got involved. And again,
Did you bring?
Air
I'm bringing
fryer.
it to- Is it weird to bring this Japanese barbecue sauce to Japan?
well, our friend from Bachon's is coming on the Monday M.A.S.S Mint Tours trip, so I'm sure he's bringing his own. But you should. Oh, we need to bring gifts for our guests.
We do.
I'm gonna bring some Sunbum, bring some Bachon's.
How many gifts do we need to bring?
I don't know.
Take the tags
40?
out because you get busted in customs.
I know this, but you remember where you're gonna smuggle this.
Prison wallet.
And we got Panic and Coffee and Tea. I mean, come on, that's a no-brainer, right? Look at how iconic that is. For those of you who aren't watching and just listening, I'm looking at a Panic Coffee and Tea cup. And Todd was so nice and brought me a mocha. Hold on.
I brought one.
Oh, it's delicious. That is delicious.
Let's just rip through them all.
Okay, Bubs Naturals at Bubs Naturals. Collagen, MCT. I'm on the Bubs program every day. This episode ends, I'm going to Bubs HQ in Lucadia
What are you gonna
to
do?
get some new tubs of Bubs.
Tubs of
I'm gonna
Bubs?
get tubs and tubs of Bubs because I use it every single day. That's probably why I feel so good and look so good.
You look great.
Thank you. What are you about to unwrap over
I was
there?
trying to open this.
Open it and spray it on anybody.
I was trying to open this New Greens, but look, I'm gonna be mainlining this stuff even more so because I don't want to go now and next
And,
week
yeah.
because I heard there's like I don't know if this probably doesn't work on norovirus. I heard the norovirus is like ripping around San Diego.
Is that for mice?
That's like the cruise ship. No, you're thinking of hantavirus.
Oh.
This is like the cruise ship, like both ends. But
Ooh.
you don't want that.
That has been ripping around town.
Yeah.
You're right.
Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it.
Do you know anyone that's had it?
In person, my friend was telling me about it this close to my face.
Why?
He's like, oh, I was spitting on these. I don't know where a virus. Virus, I don't want that either.
No.
I did have mice in my house, though. I remember telling you.
I have mice in my house right now too.
Yeah. You know what? You gotta get the plastic traps with the jaws on there.
Well, I have a fucking cat that is useless.
Well,
Just take a little.
no, I don't want to
Just a pinch between your cheek and gum. It's like,
ingest new
like
greens in
skull.
the right way with water.
Just take a little New Greens.
You know what I do? Have I told you this?
Still lipper.
I do a little. I do
Little
some
lipper of New
lipper
Greens.
of the new greens.
Mm.
Gross. Lip shit is so gross. People
Just
do
put
that.
it on your lips.
Why don't you put it in a little pouch, like a Zin? That would work.
Is there a way to inject nicotine into New Greens? Maybe kids.
If you smoke, you just put some New Greens in your cigarettes.
This is pretty, like, just on its
Have you
own.
ever tried to smoke New Greens?
No, no, thank you.
Oh,
I have tried to raw dog a massive spoonful once. I don't know if you remember that.
That was one of
Almost
my
choked to
highlights.
death.
Was that in 2024?
I don't remember.
All right, that's our look back. That was the highlight in 24. New Greens in the water. You mix that really nice, and then you can put a little bit of like LaCroix or sparkling water in there.
Wow.
It's good. Pedal Electric, the best e-bikes in the biz. Vessel shipping at Vessel app. And guess what? We put these on sale now. These are our Monday M.A.S.S mugs. A mug about nothing. Okay? Or a mug day M.A.S.S. Anyway, these are on sale now.
Get mugged.
$25. Shipping will be covered by our friends at Vessel Shipping. They don't really, they know that. I've told them that. I'm using my own Vessel account to ship these mugs.
Sick.
We've sold one.
One mug.
And Adam Etzart's getting one too.
We ordered 700.
We ordered, yeah.
So,
We have a big supply of mugs. What else? We got Mint Tours. We'll be telling you a little bit more about Mint Tours in snow news. Of course, Mint Tours is the best. And we're going in T-minus
It's next Friday.
9 days.
We go next Friday.
Next Friday, we're going to the island of Hokkaido in Japan. And we're going to be broadcasting there live. Last but definitely not least, diecuts.com, at diecutstickers.com. Not only do we have the best sticker makers in die cut, but our homie Jerry, I mean, literally, I just emailed him with this idea for the Seinfeld cease and desist sticker, and he designed this and nailed it.
Yeah.
Made it, shipped it within
Jerry's done it a
weeks.
bunch. Like, he's like,
Dude,
you send him like a half-ass idea, and he like.
Jerry's getting a mug from die cut stickers.
You should send him some of those stickers too.
He's got money. If you're the best in the sticker game, you've got stickers. Okay, Todd, a little show and tell. We got a couple shoes here. I had a guest host last week. Roman did the reveal on the Salvador Barbier.
Let's
SLB.
let me throw in my 2 cents here. I used a lot of Sal Barbiers back in the day.
Okay.
And I was riding and I wasn't supposed to, but I was running these to skating because I liked them so much. I don't remember them being this big. Like, I feel like I could get in this and drop home. It's
wider. It's wider than the
wide. It's very puffy.
Well, I feel like these are gonna be good to skate in once you get them going.
I don't know, dude.
You're gonna have to try them, but look.
But
they're
I'm really stoked on the Warsaw shoes. I mean, stop. Why do you gotta wreck the whole backdrop? Can I see the Warsaw shoes? Alright, give me the Warsaw shoes.
Hey.
Warsaw is Jamie Thomas's new shoe company.
There.
No, you've got yours. Mine are on the floor.
Okay, so new shoes by Jamie Thomas. Personalized note. Thank you, Jamie Thomas, for those. And here they are.
Kind of
These
sick.
are the new Warsaw shoes.
Slip-ons, kind of suede-ish. Not suede, or what do you
Suede feeling?
Alcantara-ish. What are they called?
White.
Anyway.
These are the Stranger.
It's a good-looking slip-on.
Yeah, those are
Good-looking slip-on. I mean, look, it's a slip-on. They
It's
look like
very-
everyone. They look slip-ons,
Yeah.
but they're cool.
Simple, effective. We don't know. We haven't skated them yet. But skating in a pair of white shoes is a decadent pleasure.
It's also a statement.
It's a statement. And I'm going to skate in those. And so, again, so skate review may be coming soon. Don't forget to DM us on at Monday.M.A.S.S to buy a mug. Again, $25, free shipping, USA only. And not because we're like America first. It's just easy.
No, we're America first.
We're just lazy about that. Surf News is brought to you by Sunbum. And here it says in bold, everybody is so much happier when we have a run of waves. It's been pumping all over the world. I mean, Southern California's been pumping. Conditions have been great.
Hawaii's been
Everyone's
going
getting
bananas.
surfed out. It's just awesome. So thank you.
Thanks, Mother Nature.
Well, snows in Japan. That means we're gonna get waves.
Yeah.
It's a simple equation. So Todd and I
hasn't stopped snowing.
are gonna have been reaping the rewards of waves here, and we're gonna reap the rewards of snow in Japan. It's the ultimate global double dip.
We can talk about that in double dip news.
I can't wait. All right.
Have you heard?
I didn't get a. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, have you heard about Caity Simmers' new movie Blouse that's coming out?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I heard it's coming out tonight.
Yeah, I think so. So Caity Simmers has got a new project with her homies, her
Their crew.
Osai crew.
Yep.
And yeah,
Well,
Toasted Media is dropping blouse.
that's right. Well, Caity has a lot to celebrate because John Florence and Caity won Stab Surfer of the Year for 2024. I did not get a vote again. I was an alternate to get a vote. So, but that's pretty much who I voted for anyway. Best Junior was Dane Henry, who was pretty much, I would say, not unknown, but not super well known until 2024. And then he came out with a couple video parts that were just ridiculous. Aaron Brooks' Best Junior. Best Edit was Here and There by John Florence. And C. Best Surf Film, Motel Hell, starring Harry Bryant by Dab Fox. I agree with all of these so far.
Great.
Best YouTube, Nathan Florence and The Zord. So, congrats to all the Stab Surfers of the Year. I think that's a great thing that they do. I love lists.
You do. You love a list.
Lenny. So we had talked a little bit about switch stance surfing a couple episodes ago. Kai Lenny is practicing. He's practicing going. He went switch on a left at Jaws. So he's a regular footer. He went towed in to a left at Jaws, switch, and it was like a proper Jaws wave.
Was he like turning? Or
Flawless
just going
execution.
straight?
He was turning, and so this is only Kai. Kai is a one of one human.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he was doing R&D, going switch at Jaws, a wave that could kill you anytime. And the reason he's doing this is because he's going to be shaping boards based on what he's learned, so he can carve harder. And so he's going to train to go left at Nazare, switch.
Wait, carve harder. Like how?
He's just that he wants to. So he wants to elevate his big game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he already does airs, flips,
Yeah.
360 ollies, but he wants to carve switch and regular
I just wonder
on big
what
waves
is
like that.
Like, are we talking?
Like snowboard. He
Like
wants to
put,
snowboard
like,
on a wave.
slide on a surfboard.
I don't know.
Interesting.
That's what his R&D is working on right now. Kai or gnarly. Okay, so there's the potential that the largest wave has been surfed in terms of height. December 3rd, Alessandro Slebir with a monster ride at Mavericks. This is from Surfer Mag.
Okay.
So, excuse me. It's potential that this wave be 108 feet. And this is using the technology designed by Porsche engine that measured Sebastian Studener's wave, the current world record, at 86 feet. So this is 20 feet bigger than that wave.
They're using lasers and shit.
Lasers, dude. So we'll see if the Porsche experts measure this wave and is in fact a 108 foot wave.
Crazy.
This is a wild story.
Yeah, I like this one.
Okay, so Landon McNamara wins the Eddie in triumphant fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Valiant surfing. And then a few moments later, he gets arrested. So obviously this is big news that, he wins the Eddie. And there's a couple different things here, right? So this was a thing he did a year ago. So he got into some kind of altercation. He broke a window at his house. He got arrested. He kicked out the window of the police car, having a good night.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. He was not having a good night. Anyway, he already went to he went through the court system. He was released on bail. So I don't know exactly sure whether there was still a warrant, but part of me is like.
So they just figured out where he was.
Well, I mean, the police, I'm sure, knew where he was, but the fact that maybe they let him surf the Eddie. They're like, all right, we're gonna arrest him. Imagine he had the best day of his life, and then it turned really bad.
That sounds like some Johnny Utah shit.
Right? I mean, it's kind of badass. It's pretty tough. But I'm sure it's like, you can do all these things. He's not a criminal. Like, he got in trouble, but it's like a thing that's happened over
Police
and over.
they don't really like it when you kick the
They
windows
don't
out
like
in the
when
cruiser.
you hurt their things.
Yeah.
But this is also, it's like, it's not a murder. This was a situation that got out of hand. So I'm sure the
It'll all be
I
ironed
read,
out.
I
They'll
read,
iron it
I
out.
read a statement from the lawyer. Like, come on, this is. I mean, don't do it, but he's gonna be fine. I just thought that was kind of like that was from Beach Grit. I thought that was kind of like, whoa, that's a pretty tale. Also on Beach Grit, this is one of their top stories.
What is it?
Paul Fisher, QS standout, world famous DJ, was bald, but now he's no longer bald.
Is he really no longer bald?
He's no longer bald.
Like he has like a lot of hair?
He got 8,369 hair grafts
Come on.
by Dr. Rushkin or Dr. Ruck. So now Pusher has the classic Caesar kind of. His hair actually kind of looks like mine.
But he has a Caesar?
This is still real. So he's got like a Caesar
Like I just.
Everybody
you're
knows it's on his Instagram.
But is it like a goof? Like he's doing it to be funny. Oh my god, the fucking set just fell apart. We're fine. It's fine.
I think it's half. I think for Fisher, I think it's like half goof, but also it's like, why not? You know?
Well, no, he has the money to screw around.
Well, he probably got it free, and I'm sure like everybody has seen him bald for years and years and years, so he's not to like.
But you know, there's
pull the wool over someone's eyes.
You can just
pull the hair. He's not
just,
trying to pull the things over.
There's like
someone's eyes.
wigs. Like, why would you go and get a bunch of like hair plugs put in?
Because now he has hair.
Yeah, but it's just weird.
I mean, people get body. People get body enhancement surgery all the time.
Yeah.
You know, if women can get breast enhancement.
Look at that cat lady.
Or butt enhancement. If you get, I've looked into that penile decreasement surgery a few times.
Implants.
If why can't Paul?
Right, well, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go find a picture of Paul Fisher and check out his weird hair.
Don't put my.
Oh my god.
Do you have any other?
That's great.
Do you have any
idea.
other surf news?
No, but
Okay.
thank you for that.
No.
That's a goddamn gem right there.
You got a favorite moment in surfing for 2024?
I can't even remember what happened in 2024. Yeah, us going to the wave pool.
The wave pools.
Kelly's. Thanks
And
to
Palm Springs.
Algeier Construction.
Yeah. I think that was one of the best weeks of 2024 where Todd and I
Seriously.
got to go to Palm Springs and then 1 week later go to Kelly's.
That was a good week. Magical week.
I think my best. Did you ask me? My favorite memory had to be the one gnarly, crazy day at the Olympics, the Abram Medina
Oh yeah.
pull-out day, or in terms of work, the day in the boat in Tahiti. That was so good. Those are my two best days in surf work.
From the standpoint of water.
Yeah. One of my best surf days
One of
was
the
a
wettest-
few days ago out
Wettest days you've
out
had
here.
in terms of water. All right.
Skate news brought to you by Spy Optic.
Hey, so I thought this is really interesting. Here's my contribution to the skate news.
Mm-hmm.
So, Hawk versus Wolf was, it's a podcast. I guess it's going on hiatus, indefinite hiatus.
Why?
It's Tony Hawk and Jason Ellis's podcast. I think there was some funding model that was a little.
Do they do it every single Monday for their fans?
No.
Do they their fans
I think they had
news
like
every Monday?
It was sponsored, and if they didn't hit the numbers, they kind of had to give some of the money back. It was.
Is that podcast drama?
It's podcast drama.
Okay.
I think they have multiple camera
I think
angles.
they'll be
Their
fine.
guests are better than ours. The fucking light doesn't fall off.
The only
the
guest I have
stand.
is you.
But anyways, so their final episode was a banger. So Andy Anderson come in and sat down with Rodney Mullen,
That's a pretty good episode.
and it was watching, like two geniuses in one room, kind of just talk. It's like Stephen Hawking and I don't know, Albert Einstein being in
Right.
a room, kind of talking, or not, whatever. But they were in a room, and
They were in a room.
They were in a room.
Okay.
No, it was
What
really,
happened?
it's really cool. I think just listen to it. It's really interesting to listen to Rod talk about anything.
Yeah.
And Andy Anderson's the way that he sees the world in his like childlike innocence, and the way that Rodney breaks it down on the metaphysical level. It's just so
Yeah.
bananas. Like, it'd be great. I would just watch a YouTube channel that was Rodney Mullen just describe shit that you already know how it works.
Well, I watched. There was a clip. I don't know if it was on Rodney's Instagram or some Instagram. Basically, Rodney Mullen was giving one of his TED Talks-ish things, and a kid asked him
Oh,
like,
the
"How
kickflip.
did you invent the kickflip?"
Yeah.
And the fact that the way he described it, like it was kind of like a mistake, and he saw it, and his mind must work in some kind of low, like HD slow motion. He saw the board flip, and then he was like, "Oh, that's a thing. That's a thing I can do," and then he did it.
I was told. Okay, so this is some other Rodney talking. I probably told you this before. This is like incredibly fascinating to me. So Rodney's on the level of like he's a genius, right? Like forget about skateboarding. He has a brilliant mathematical mind.
Yeah.
And he was on some list from MIT, if I believe the story is correct, and he would get equations.
They would send him
equations. They would send him equations to solve. He didn't know what they were for.
Jeez.
From the government. The government would send him equations to solve for whatever and then send them back. And I think the story goes is that he's doing it because he didn't really know what the equations were for. And the equations were so complex and crazy that it could, be like for fucking splitting atoms and creating weapons. Like,
accidentally invented the new nuclear bomb.
Right.
Thought he was just doing a crossword puzzle.
Nuclear bomb. What if it was a bomb that just evaporated all your clothes? Just like that is it. Like we have invented the nuclear bomb.
Oh my god.
And drop this bomb and it immediately evaporates all clothing.
But you can also get it in grenade form and just do it in like at concerts. Boom! Ah!
Dude, the nuclear bomb is insane.
That's great.
We need him. Someone needs an invent.
Jerry's watching right now, developing a sticker.
Yeah.
The nuclear bomb.
Nuclear bombs.
Yeah.
Like think about dropping a
violently evaporates your clothes.
Just like nuclear. What if you dropped a nuclear bomb on, like, I don't know, like North Korea's fucking around and they're talking about nuking us, and we just drop a nuclear bomb on them, and then everyone's just naked.
But nothing
else.
You don't get hurt.
Your clothes are just gone. You know, like you ever hear about like getting a fight, and the first thing they do is they take off all their clothes? You win.
Yeah.
You fucking win. Like,
yeah.
If you're coming at me naked, like, fine, you fucking win.
Can I ask you a personal question?
What?
Do you sleep in the nude?
No.
Me
Sometimes
either.
in the summer.
See, I don't sleep in the nude in case.
Yeah.
I gotta fight.
Right.
Because I think fighting in your boxers in your own house is gonna it's probably scary enough, but nude.
Yeah.
And if the robber has some kind of weapon.
Yeah, dude, like you could like
nude
seriously
fighting in the daytime is one thing because you're psycho and the person is like,
right.
I don't a naked person, but nude fighting in your own bedroom in a robbery situation,
like
sketch.
Yeah, nuclear bomb. Dude.
Because I have
you can take out a whole country with like a paintball gun.
Yeah.
No one wants to get hit with a paintball and nude.
Do you want a sword fight nude? I don't think
it's not like it makes a difference. Like if your sword's really
nude with a machine gun, still it's just like not. All right. The Todd Richards nude clear bomb. In other Tony Hawk news, Tony is about to put up some rare collectibles for auction for the skateboard project. He's got one of the 2 decks that he rode during the making of Ban This.
No shit.
Which is pretty sick. So if you go to Tony Hawk's or the Skate Park Project on the gram, you're gonna see soon some crazy stuff, right? Like you're gonna see some items that are probably very, very rare and one of a kind. I mean, how much like a Ban This actually
like the actual
board?
Like is Ban This?
Ban This is like the
super slow mo.
Yeah,
like the super slow mo one.
Yeah, and the board is kind of like it's still kind of that old school shape, but it's one of the last graphics on that old school shape.
That'd be sick.
It's like the elongated kind of hopper.
Yeah.
So I'm working on an article for the next issue of Encinitas magazine.
No shit.
I'm going to be doing a story about the Encinitas City Hall. And I just want to send a shout out to Dern Brothers because do you watch the Dern Brothers YouTube channel?
No.
So the Dern Brothers go to famous skate spots. You know, El Toro. They went to Drop. They went to they go to Hollywood High. All these drops.
Okay.
And they basically tell the history of the tricks.
Oh wait, yeah, I have seen this.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
And these guys are just you can just tell they love skateboarding. They do their research. They put together these great shows. So, I've been thinking about doing this article, and then I watched this episode, and it got me re-fired up to do it. So here's a list that I've put together with help from the Dern Bros, with help from just other friends who've done me seeing it. We got Bam Margera.
Was he the first one to do it?
Apparently.
Like,
see, I thought it was Hairball, but I think Bam did the drop first, and then
Tail
hairball
drop.
Aaron Harrison ollied into it.
Okay.
Tail
Between the
dropped it
fences?
between the fences.
Okay.
And I think that was 1 and 2. I'm gonna get to the bottom. But we got Little Chris, we got Mason Merlino did a trick off the side of it. And in my opinion, not just because he's just such a rad person, Zane Timpson is probably the gnarliest. He did a like nose blunt.
Yeah. Did he switch drop into?
I don't know. I just have names. So if you go to this spot, you'll see where Zane Timpson did it is probably the steepest, most vertical part.
Mm-hmm.
We had Omar Salazar went straight down there as well, a drop in. Sorgente did a 180 tail drop and rode down switch. Brandon Turner did switch. I was actually at the stoplight when Brandon Turner did it switch.
I've been going
crazy.
going home a couple times and just seeing people up there.
Ace Pelka rolled in, grabbed off of it. Vindog hand planted off it. Colby Raha, I didn't know this one. Colby Raha, the motor guy,
on a motorcycle.
he jumped it and landed it.
But there was a ramp behind.
There's a ramp behind. Yeah, so in this Dern Bros episode, it's pretty sick. Bam Margera says that he was in and around Encinitas with Jamie Thomas, and they kept driving by it, and that was Bam's like drop-in phase. So, and it's also been in a video game. So I'm gonna work on that article. I'm excited. Just random. X Games declares 2024 year of Arisa True. That's cool. That's you did at 900 Olympics, etc.
Cool.
Oh, you want to cry?
Not really.
Kid in Australia, cry tears of joy. So a kid in Australia, he's a little skateboarder. He walked up and he saw some kids picking on a feral kitten.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to stop them, but he didn't stand a chance. He's only 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So he used diplomacy. He traded his skate to this group of teenagers who was harassing this kitten, and they said, okay. They took his skateboard and they left the kitten alone. He took the kitten. This is a feral cat that's all messed up. But get to the Humane Society, and the kitten, now named Peaches, needed surgery to remove an infected eye. So this kitten was messed up.
Right.
There just in time. So the kid takes him to the Humane Society, gets him all fixed up, and now Peaches has a new best friend.
Oh, shit.
And the kid has a new best friend.
There you go.
And the Humane Society heard the story about how he got the kitten, and the kid a gift card to Zoomies for a skateboard. He went and got a skateboard, and basically now, the kid says, well, they explained to him, the kid, is going to lose an eye.
Well, first
and he said, fine, as long as he can live, because that's my best friend.
Well, I think the big lesson to be learned here is that if you have a one-eyed cat, you don't name it Peaches, you name it Patches.
Because it'd only be having one patch.
One-eyed cat.
But I just loved that story.
Oh, it's heartwarming. Where'd you find that one on
the
Google?
internet? Google. Yeah. So, you got any other skate news for us?
No.
Yeah.
Snow News is brought to you by Mammoth Mountain. Guess what? If
That's
you're
right.
up at Mammoth Mountain, you're experiencing powder.
You're scoring.
Because it hasn't stopped snowing in quite some time. Everyone's about to go home from the holidays because it's New Year's Day tomorrow, and that's typically the mass exodus from the ski areas.
Well, that means Airbnbs get cheaper, hotels get cheaper,
And the riding goes up a notch.
Yeah, that's when the real G's.
So get to Mammoth Mountain and experience what it's like to be at Mammoth Mountain.
But take care of your stuff. I don't think this happens at Mammoth, but
What?
at many of Colorado's premier ski destinations, ski and snowboard theft is up. It's one of the fastest rising crimes in the whole snowboarding world. Ski theft is a crime of opportunity.
Well, it's like you
Don't
go
be a
to the
victim.
ski area and there's just like all these boards for you to have.
No, those are other people's boards and
Oh,
skis.
oh.
They're not just out, to grab.
This isn't Big Bear.
No. So, Todd, what are a couple easy tips you can do to keep your stuff safe? Because we all know you're tired,
Right.
you want to go.
Right.
Let's say for me, for example, I've taken 2.5 runs and I'm done for the day.
And
I
you want
wanna
to
go
make
to the
sure your
lodge.
stuff is there. So what you do is you go to those benches, right, that have the screwdrivers,
Yeah.
and you take off your bindings and you put one binding one place, another binding another place, and then
Oh.
your snowboard somewhere else. You guarantee
Okay.
that it'll be at least one binding will be there.
Now, is there? I'm sure there's like a bike lock, but just something small.
Yeah, they have those small
like
locks.
for your snowboard. I mean, is that?
It's a deterrent. That's all you're looking for.
It's just like
ski
the
area
person will grab your
is-
board and be like, "Oh, it's locked." I'm
It's
just gonna take this one."
opportunistic. I mean,
Nobody's stealing that board.
it doesn't
Nobody's
seem
stealing this board.
it doesn't
There you
seem
go.
like it's as crazy as it. Well, maybe it's. I don't know. Back east, it's rampant, and I've definitely read stories about people or either cops like busting mass ski area theft rings.
Like a van full of
Yes.
snowboards and skis.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then people just go up and they just take that shit. If you're wearing, think about it. If you're wearing clothes
Yeah.
and you go up to a rack and you just grab a board
Yeah.
and leave, like no one's gonna shit.
No.
So
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, even if
We're
you
not
don't-
saying this. You guys should do this. This is not a good crime to do.
What if you just go and you bring snowboards that you don't
See?
want anymore and leave them at the ski area?
Now we're talking. So in that case, someone's board gets stolen. They have an extra one.
But then it like fucks up with the ski patrol when the ski patrol does their sweep at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and there's one fucking snowboard left in the road.
Where's that person?
Where's that guy?
In the hot tub.
Speaking of ski patrol,
I'm sure people leave boards and
Oh my God,
bindings
dude.
and like the. Is there a like the lost and found? I never thought about this. The lost and found at a ski resort must be insane.
Sometimes like okay, because
A lot of single gloves.
a lot of this stuff is like goggle helmets, right?
Yeah.
So there's nowhere that would have a lost and found that you'd be like, yeah, I lost a pair of Oakleys. Oh, are these them?
Yeah.
Like that shit, because you can just start calling out like high-end brands.
I lost a Gucci jacket.
Exactly.
I lost my
If you were in
Louis Vuitton
Aspen,
suede
imagine the
boots.
lost and found in Aspen.
Yeah, because a lot of those people probably are like, oh, I lost $5,000 Louis
I'm
Vuitton
looking
jacket.
for a Balenciaga snowboard.
Those Balenciaga helmet combo.
Okay, so check this out. In ski area news.
Yeah.
So right now there's a big thing going on in Park City
On
where
strike.
the ski patrol is on strike. And it's kind of a nasty situation. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I know that it's kind of fucking with the town of because they didn't even get to open Canyons Resort yesterday. I guess it's been snowing. They haven't been able to open terrain.
Because the lifties and ski patrol are on
The
strike.
ski patrol's on strike. It's not the lifties. It's very.
Okay.
I think with anything where you have unions and they want to get paid more, I don't even pretend to know what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's always deeper than what you think.
Right.
But it sucks because say you waited all year to go to Park City
Yeah.
and you show up and then half the mountain isn't open and it sucks and you can't go over to Canyon. So what I say is go to Woodward Park City. That's what I say.
Justin's saying call him.
Oh, Justin, you need me to call you. Okay, I'll call you when I'm done.
Love you too.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. So
Go to
they
Woodward
just
Park
need to
City.
pay. They need to pay ski patrol more.
I think it's.
They need to give them better benefits.
I think
It's Vail Resorts that's.
I think it has to do with. I think it has to do with year-round benefits.
See, I had this on last week's show that you missed,
Uh-huh.
and Roman, my son, didn't really know much about.
He didn't know
the
much
nuance
about
of
the.
skiing-
No, he didn't.
ski patrol.
Anyways, I think it's crazy, and like I said, there's more to it, but it's you rely on for slope mitigation, and you rely on
Slope
them,
mitigation.
Yes,
Ugh.
and you rely on them to help you when you are in need.
Yeah.
Ski patrol saved my arm.
Ski
So-
patrol.
They're good people.
They necessary.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to a
No,
mountain.
I've been
to
to.
ski
I have
patrol.
been to the area where there's no ski patrol
Right.
in Russia,
Yeah.
and you die at any second,
Right.
and no one is coming to help you.
Right.
Nobody's.
Not even one of the dog of Saint Bernard with like a little thing of whiskey around its neck, a little, like
Saint Bernard.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Can you imagine just you slammed and you probably broke your arm and a fucking 700-pound Saint Bernard comes up with a cask on its
Yeah,
neck
with whiskey in it.
and you're like, you know what'll help you? Whiskey.
They lick your face and pour whiskey in your mouth. Why
Anyway.
was that? Was that a thing in cartoons?
I think it was a thing back in the day.
Wow, I miss those days. More bears are spotted at Heavenly Mountain Resort. This time, YouTuber Lisa Single posted a video of 3 bears, a mother and 2, strolling through the snow at Heavenly.
Rumor has it that they had gone into a small cabin that they found, and they tried to sleep in the bed, and there was porridge, but it was too hot.
Yeah, it really does happen. Okay, at the Artificial Intelligence Division at Snowboarder Magazine have come up with...
This is Snowboard Magazine's AI department, where you have a computer come up with dumb shit.
It's not all dumb shit.
It's pretty fucking dumb.
You probably know these people. Anyway,
computer.
Top 5 snowboard safety tips you should know.
Hey Siri, what are top 5 safety tips I should know for snowboarding?
Did it work?
No.
Okay, number 1.
What is it?
Check your equipment.
Check your equipment.
See, I thought this list is not that bad. These are very simple things.
If you see something,
check your equipment.
Say something.
If you see something wrong with your equipment, say something to yourself like something's wrong with
my
equipment.
Check your equipment. Man, this board looks like I need a new one.
Dude, my binding's on backwards. Nothing I can do now.
Check your equipment.
Check your equipment.
All
I think that's a good one. Check your equipment. Do a warm-up run. Don't go send it on your first run. Take a pass through the park on the runs that you want to shred and like do one warm-up, get down to the bottom, check the landings. Okay, do a little pre-planning.
No, fuck
and then
it.
on your second lap, then
straight
you can start
up,
jumping.
Straight 8 a.m.
Straight in.
Straight in.
Okay. Dress in layers.
Is there water in the pool? Fuck it. Let's jump in.
Okay. So you disagree. Warm up. Dress in layers. Obvious. For your shoulder.
For what?
For people.
Shit ain't important behind me.
Okay.
I already passed you. I'm moving on to the future. Those people are in the past, bro.
Drink less and ride more.
Wow.
Referring to alcohol.
Yeah. Except for on the East Coast, I think it's drink more, ride less.
Bring Fireball. If you've ever been to Snow Summit, Bear Mountain, Mountain High, there are a lot of people doing shots of Fireball on the lifts.
I think it's easy.
Right?
You know what you need is a
warm.
big Saint Bernard with a cask of Fireball around his neck. What are you looking at over there?
I'm looking at your phone. People are saying stuff.
Don't look at my phone.
So those are your 5 tips. The first event of the newly announced partnership between X Games and US Snow was
last weekend.
X Games Street Style Pro at Copper Mountain.
That went down right to Christmas.
Well, let me ask you, Todd.
Yep.
Was it enhancing daytime half-pipe event with the vibrant party atmosphere?
That was
by any chance?
That would be the half-pipe event that happened the day before.
Well, how was Break Science and Sun Squabby?
Who? Break Science and Sun Squabby?
Those are the 2 music artists that provided the vibrant party atmosphere.
I don't know.
Break Science and Sun Squabby.
Anything about them? People probably know. Is that like a Young Gravy-ish thing?
I don't know. I wasn't invited. I was not invited.
That was the last event
of the year
of the competitive season. We're into it. So here, I wanted to talk to you about this because you hit me up yesterday.
Okay.
So natural selection is coming in March for snowboard. Gonna be great. We all know natural selection. They dropped like who's going to be
one of the greatest snowboarding events.
It's so fun.
Ever.
It's really fun to commentate. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
They dropped some of who's going to be in the duels, which is the choir round of this.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really fun.
That's a video thing.
It's a video.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 days, Revelstoke, big deal. Travis Rice's branch out, kaboom.
Stoked.
So they're doing also a mountain bike one and also a surf one, and now they're about to drop where the top secret location is of the surf one.
Yeah. I got a sticker for you.
I know, and you where this is going to be, and this is going to drop pretty soon here.
Wasn't invited.
I know you weren't invited, but I think it's one of those.
Cry is free.
Well, you don't know if you're invited. Maybe you are. Who knows if other people can make it? But anyways, opinion on having natural selection come in and do like a invite only best free surfers in the world.
If I'm not invited, I don't care. No, I think it's cool, and you know what? There's plenty of events to go around. Just because I'm, butthurt that I didn't get to call into the action, because I heard about it a long time ago.
Well,
I'm not trying to make this about myself. You know what? I'm excited, and I hope wherever they're going, they score, and I hope it's a really sick event. We'll talk about it on this podcast, and I hope it's great. I think it will. It's a win-win for everybody if it's great. Not a win for me either, not invited, but it's a win-win for the surfers and all the people involved who were invited.
Well,
and all of us fans who now just get to watch.
it should be fun. It should be fun to watch. But
You're not invited either?
I'm not invited.
You're invited to snow.
I'm invited to snow. So, a lot going on. 2025 is basically tomorrow.
It is.
We've
It
got,
literally is
you know,
tonight.
coming up some big events to look forward to if you like snowboard stuff. And we've got Red Bull Heavy Metal is happening in Minneapolis, St. Paul once again. We have Natural Selection coming. We have Snow League coming.
Yeah.
We also have the X Games coming.
Homesick with Todd Richards.
We have Homesick. Where'd that come from?
He is that dude. East Coast snow and skate legend.
Homesick
Todd is in for Homesick
Homesick
2025.
is coming.
Hold on. From the New Hampshire, Mass, and Vermont contest in the 80s to shooting with Trevor Greaves, Gunnars Elmuts, and
Did that
Chris
just
Owen.
pop?
This
I
is
didn't
6 minutes ago. Skate sessions at Maximus, Cutting Edge, and Mountain Hood, publishing a book. Hundreds of more meaningful contributions to our snowboarding world. Todd has done it all. Make out Monday M.A.S.S. podcast with Chris Coté. Will Power Hill the half pipe again? Will the McTwist happen? Get to Stratton in March and be a part of Homesick
So yeah,
history.
we also have that in March.
Oh yeah, I gave that a like. A quick jawbreaker. That's
Wow.
on the East
Street Archives. Hey, thanks, boys. Yeah, so big events coming up later on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Couple quick nerd news items before we go. Squid Game season 2.
But wait.
Okay, wait.
But wait.
Wait.
Okay, this is nerd news brought to you by New Greens.
Yes.
Mr. Beast's show.
Yes.
What is it called? Beast
Games. or
Beast
something.
Games.
Beast happenings. It's called Bestiality.
I didn't want to like it
It's so good.
because I'm just like I don't know.
You're a grown-up.
I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
But the Beast Games is like the greatest thing. It's on Amazon Prime. It's basically Squid Game. It's like a morality compass for me.
It's Squid Games
Without the
people
death.
don't die, but it's actual real life.
It's
And
pretty
how they
fucking
pulled
good.
some of these things off. The first
Probably money.
episode with the people dropping, there was 1,000 people and like hundreds of dropped through the floor into a chute. Like, how do you do that?
I don't know.
Hundreds of
We have to
cameras.
know someone that like worked on this show.
This is
Anyway, so there's a ton of money up for grabs. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's like, all I can say is that I would have pushed the button like 17 times and abandoned my team
to get
for
the money.
the money.
Yeah. Squid Game season 2 is incredible as well.
I haven't watched any of it yet. I'm saving it for Japan.
Let me just tell you, there's so many twists. And I'm like, okay, what are they going to do for season 2? They're just going to run the game and whatever. It's
Good.
way more of what's happening in the outside world.
Really?
There's so many twists. You're
Okay.
going to love it.
Squid Game.
Also, the Aaron Rodgers documentary is super good. Dude loves his ayahuasca, his medicine. It's epic.
Does he call it medicine?
Makes me really like Aaron Rodgers.
I think if you like, do that trend is like people just call like just whatever their drugs are medicine.
Yeah,
Right.
it's true.
Okay.
Okay, what do
Go.
we got here? We got questions brought to you
questions,
by
and we're gonna see you
Hot
we'll see you next year.
Johns. Can only that joke for about 12 more hours. You know, I'm DJing tonight at the Hyatt down in downtown San Diego.
No shit.
Yeah.
Are you ready? You gonna stay out
It's
till
gonna be
midnight?
weird till 1. Huntley says, what are your thoughts on X Games moving to Sacramento?
Let's move it. Let's move
I
X
wasn't-
Games around. I think they need to move the snow one around too. That
I
needs to happen.
wasn't invited.
They need to start moving X places.
Sarah, I'm sending out your mug. Sean's Holy. We take PayPal. Yep.
Take it all.
Yep. So I'm
Zell.
just gonna like that. I'll get back to that shortly.
Hit us on that Zell.
Terry Cohen, podcast question. How about just seeing Todd's video part in crisis mode? Watched this about a month ago. Such a fun video for old heads like me. Thanks to everyone that contributed to it.
It's fun.
It's fun. That's his feedback
It's
for you.
fun to film a video part when you don't really know you're filming a part. I think that's the best way to get it done.
What do you mean you didn't really know?
I didn't really know. We were just filming. I didn't really know it was gonna like go and be like a part of a movie. We were just like getting clips. I don't know.
Jeez.
I love it.
I asked a great question. That's just what you give him. DJ, hey Chris and Todd, can you walk us through Chris's step-in binding fiasco?
No.
I have PTSD from that.
Yeah.
I got powder in my step-ins and it was horrible.
They straight up broke.
This is a good question from Mason Buetner. If the time between Christmas and New Year's is the taint, which one is the butthole?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Would you consider the butthole of Christmas?
The day after Christmas, because it's just such like it's like you're spent,
It's very crusty.
and your house is like there's trash everywhere. You know, like everyone's pissed because like they, you know, Christmas Day people stay up too late. Kids are like, not at my house. Devin Curtin says, you guys heading to Japan for some deep powder? Do you have your gear all dialed in? The answer to that question is almost. I almost have my gear dialed in. So I'm excited. Like I said, we will be doing a podcast from...
Well, we have one more show next week
Let's
before we leave. So next week will be the... I don't know if you guys remember last year, but in 2024, we had a Chris getting his bindings put on the snowboard.
Oh, should we do that next app?
I don't know, dude.
You need bindings.
You don't have bindings?
Well, my kid has my bindings in Sun Valley.
So you need bindings.
Well, do you have bindings?
I don't know. Oh, no, I have bindings.
If you have a good pair
I
of
have
bindings,
bindings.
I'll be stoked to get a new pair.
I think I have some new bindings.
Okay.
Is there bindings over there? I thought I saw.
I don't think so. There's
Anyway,
boots over
we'll
there.
find you some.
Anyway, but that's not none of their business.
Look, I got shit to do.
Oh, I did too.
I gotta prepare for this new year.
I gotta prepare for. I'll see you next year, Todd.
All right, we'll see you guys next year. Peace out. Ow! Careful. Careful.